It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Matthews out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Batum, and it's Walton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for San Francisco, Harden out there.
James Wiseman. Larry Markkinen.
7 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
James Harden.
Lillard left side. And so it's San Francisco winning this one. And the outcome of this one was nothing down.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
That'll break my rules. On front page, see you. Page 6, call me for the interview. I'm looking for my view. Only bad ones in my crew. Another I'll ride into. Then plus me, plus me, plus me. Catch a flight for the weekend, and I was thinking Mallorca could be real cute. I was born in school and rude. There's not much that I can do, so what's up? So I gotta get everything I want. Are you gonna really give it up? Cause
welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce. 4-3. Pure from three-point range.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
And so San Francisco takes the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Kobe White. this for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see San Francisco against the Wizards with Grant Hill and so San Francisco takes the win. Even early on in this game, they appear happy to be playing at home. And it makes them
in the 90s, I'm ballin' like Mike. These shrimp thing when I live. I'm straight off the block and got rich off the mic. Shout out to rich off all these like a finger. Bad trying to give me praise. Sky got get my neck full of ice. Yeah, I got it out the mud. Got it. My chains just got out the tub. Can't go in no with no blood. Pink ring looking like a light bulb. Ain't like a rug. Ain't sure need no love. Ain't sure need no merch. Ain't buying these no purse. Don't ask what I'm doing, I'm work. When I die, they gon' hang up my jersey. Baby, who is your surge? She gon' go back after I leave. Then back blurred. That broke, I am allergic to it. I got demons in the dark. Yeah.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Along with Coach Stan. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Rivers. And Wiseman sends it back. It's Harden with the step.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly
And so it's the NBA on 2K Sports with and so it's San Francisco winning this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says everything like a Baltimore.
everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for Miami, they've got James. Lets a floater go. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, he'll shoot one more at the line.
At the line for your home team.
Now Allen, and so San Francisco takes the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everyone.
Looking dummy, I probably Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the really just got the money. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up from the side of the if I gotta reach up, I'll make something. But I ain't got a TD. Well, like a BB. You won't see me. Push it like seaweed. Like little small BB. What up, baby? In the GB. Cause you saying I'm like everyone for a little bit. My dog got lean them low, he bring none lows up. Southside still putting in the car, still putting in the car, still in the car. Not just you know the star, hold up, I got a call. Said that I'm a cool cat, gotta tell him I'm a top dog. Wanna let the outside, but you doing donuts. Yeah, got the money in the headlight, big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't teach me about big shot. I ain't tripping, I don't wanna lose count. Talking my, it was just us. Out drive, hop in my ride, pat me that on the west side, on the 110, swinging. Let's be real, let's spill, spend a few crumbs, pop smoke.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. So here's San Francisco's starting group. They've got James Wiseman, Kobe White out there with James Harden, then it's Lauri Markkanen, and let's go with a three. Off on that one. And so San Francisco takes the win. Exceptional effort on the road.
Play me for a you could try every but me. We don't take like getting heavy in the spot going up off a man. What it is, what it ain't. Go ahead, run, get your auntie. You can ask anybody, cause I'm being about it, read about it, tweet about it. That's tea.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Tonight, we'll see San Francisco as they play against the Wizards. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Hayes, also Dandridge out there, and it's Wall in at the one. And for San Francisco, White is out there with Harden. Then Porter. Brewer dishes to Mitchell. And so San Francisco wins this one.
Couldn't just sit and watch our family struggle. See me outside, they know that I'm thorough. Never been weak, it had to be muscle. I'm from a city that nobody trusts. You get money, so even your haters will love you. This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you better my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city, this for my city, this for my city. This for my city, this for my city, this for my city, this for my city. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city, this for the that live in my city. This is for Ricky. Soon as you step in the city, you notice who reppin' the city. Stay in my city, never do play with my city, cause that ain't okay in my city. Flying, babies is mothers is crying, pray for my city. Look how we move, standing on business. All of these shoes, you never gon' miss us. Riding in farms with that if I like her, I'm probably gon' this for the city, this for the ones that ain't make it. Screaming out, we made it, feel we the greatest. Show we nothing to play with and give them a reason to hate it. This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, 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 this for my city. Champions don't come second. I shoot my shot like a step. Shot to play toss my friend.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines.
Here we go.
And San Francisco starts out with the ball. Here's Wiseman. Makes it off the glass. Wiseman's got the first points up on the board for San Francisco.
And just wait until Wiseman has time to develop his moves, which are still somewhat raw at this stage.
Kaminsky with the screen. Great open look there.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Outside, Markkinen. Plays it up and banks it in.
And I like that. Markkinen needs to play like a 7-footer because he's got the talent, but he also has a pretty strong frame when he wants to use it. And what I love about Markkinen, he takes care of the basketball. And that's a result of being patient, being smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the
And Markkanen throws it down.
and rising with such ease. Markkanen likes to get up top to bring it down.
And here's ball outside. Their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Now here's Wall. With the fadeaway. He gets that one.
And something Wall has really worked on. He realizes that his team depends on him to drain that jump shot.
First team foul.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. White down low. Wall with some nice. Defense. Vader trains the three-pointer. Wall's got 5.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there. One of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Now here's Wall. He's got 5. Rebound by Holt.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
San Francisco passing it around. Here's Weissman. Good job down low. Weissman's got his second bucket.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Out to DeRozan. Picked by Hayward. DeRozan with it. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Over in the corner. White. That ball. Quick assist by Brandon Moore.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Again, managed by the Pistons. It goes in. And White with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here's Wall. 2 on the run. Again, managed by the Pistons. White left side. White with the stuff.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
Here's Markkanen. And out of bounds.
For the away team, number 11.
7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. From deep, Wall. And that one released in time, but no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. San Francisco leads by 5.
The visiting team, 10.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter in action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for San Francisco.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Austin Collins, bucket 6, and the baseline jumper, no good. And here's Roy, and then Roy with the jam.
Man, Roy's getting flocked.
Right side, Irving. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instinct. Loves connecting with his teammates. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Pass to White. In the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams will respect you everywhere.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Detroit making a switch. Detroit trails by 8. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Down low. And finished out by Noah.
So how about that powerful finish by Noah attacking the rim?
Outside Irving. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball.
And that's some crafty defense from Irving, managing to see that shot coming.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 7. Here's DeRozan. What a terrific move that was.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around.
And the whistle blows as they lead DeMar DeRozan.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Mitchell.
I love seeing Kyrie get in there and get his hands dirty. When he's active on the glass, they're a much better basketball team.
Wallace misses. San Francisco leading by 5. Brewer with the ball. Guarded now by Joe Wallace.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Pass to Diaw. Fires for deep. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. They won by as much as 10. Here's Mitchell. He recovering. Here's DeRozan. And this is off by DeRozan.
And dynamite his legs. And DeRozan detonates at the rim.
Hill has the open look. Off the mark Hill with the three-point shot. Detroit trails by 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pistons passing it around. Here's Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it's going to be on down to the bench.
And such an unpredictable player. He excels at realizing how to trick defenders with that shot fake. Probably as close to a short he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Pushing it up. Here's Mitchell. Good. This is from Noah. And now a 7-point San Francisco lead. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's San Francisco up 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Wall looking it over. looking to end his cold spell. And Wall with the slam.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature.
Here's Mitchell. Takes it inside. Dunked by Mitchell.
You're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Wall's shot is good.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. Mitchell right side. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is John Wall.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So, one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there. And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw earlier.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Pass to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, a fearless play by Mitchell. Sinks his shot while being fouled, and now he'll get to the line.
San Francisco shooting their first free throw this week. From deep, Wall. Brewer grabs the ball. San Francisco leading 5-5. Here's Mitchell. He hammers it in the face of Boris Diaw.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's made the decision that he wants to huddle up with this guy. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Detroit trails by 7. Right side Wall. And Wall with the slam.
John Wall.
And big scoring night for Wall. And for him, it's about the rip. When he's locked in, that gives him the defense to keep up. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. They get it back. Pass to Diaw. To the middle. Tries again. 6 to shoot. Haywood gets the bucket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there,
taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Hit by Haywood. Ball, that's a two-pointer. Ball missing again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically whips on it.
Rebounded by Kaminsky. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Detroit. 7-point differential. Pass to Kaminsky. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Pistons have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Shooting for the away team. Frank Kaminsky, third. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. He hits the second from the line. San Francisco leading by 6. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To the inside. Noah. Back to Mitchell. Good. Nice assist for Noah. Mitchell's got 18 points in the game.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Pistons have shot 80% from the line tonight, 4 of 5 so far. First free throw is good. And the Pistons making a change here. Both good from the line that time.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Here's Roy. And then Roy with the dunk.
And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
The visiting team.
Donovan Mitchell.
40.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. San Francisco leading by 9. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's White. Pass to Roy. 5 and 9. Rebound by the Pistons. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Here's Haywood. Rebound by Brandon Roy. And San Francisco with possession. Here's Harden. The shot's good. Roy making the play. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for San Francisco. For 3. Detroit. No good that time either. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. Now, he was very encouraging toward his guys. He said, look, we're working hard out there, but I need you to keep doing it. Crucial point right here. Give me everything you have. So we can expect intensity out of this huddle. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now an update on Alexander from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
The head athletic trainer for San Francisco gave us some information, but unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, and if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in the rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
That's why you never get that player in the offensive line.
And it's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Trains the 19-footer. Wolf got 12 points in just the second half. Here's Marketing. And Marketing throws it down.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress. But he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
Detroit trails by 15. DeRozan for 3. There's Kaminsky. Second chance shot. Outside, Wall. Shot clock at 5. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And passing lanes just get wider for Wall when he's knocking down jumpers. That's an important shot for him.
Kicks it out to Harden. A three-pointer is right on target. And San Francisco leads by 16.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game. I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Right side, Wall. Here's Kaminsky. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And so it's San Francisco with it. They lead by 14. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his third foul of the game. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's White.
That one's going to be the final dagger. And these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
It's tipped. Pass to Wall. And he goes right over James Wiseman and slams it in. And here's White. Looking for Wiseman. He gets it there. White goes.
Oh, my.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Irving looking for an opening. Kicks it out to Collins. Buries the long-range jumper.
Three-pointer.
11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's White. He takes it in. And the jam by White. And so we see a technical foul called here. They're going to get him for hanging too long on the rim.
And though I know he's having fun, it's unnecessary. Showing up the other team either here or down the road, that can give them some motivation to get on the court.
And Levine puts up a deep three. Misses. And so it's San Francisco winning this one. Even around this one.
Trying to give me 1,000. Why you speaking funny? The fact why you speaking to me? Put my phone on D&D for all the leaks. Touring foreign beaches and probably somewhere in the bees. Maybe on the road with Albert, 4 O's like an Audi. You know my rebels rowdy. Don't move me like a Lambo on South Beach. That's regular homies doing. When you up, they start hating. That's how the rhetoric get. You fall back, they try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. You probably had a little motion, but you ain't never been in. Top dog in my city, like the mayor. Old friends fell out with me, they did me a favor. I had to fight 100 demons just to get to this page. Sneak this, I ain't tripping, we gon' get it later.
From a dope spot, jealousy came from me and my pops, cause he had no pops. Watching me close, get sad when you pop. Thought assuming you grab, but it don't stop. Don't come and just get your bag, no option. Most of these out here just mad over women that they wish that they had. Never come around and get a taste of this living. You'll get addicted. I was broke too, but somehow I managed to fix it. Run around chatting about me and gon' make a always with different. I guess the don't trust you. You belong in the sewer. Somebody should bless you. Make you comfortable until